everybody, I'm Hope Girl.
And this is Tivon.
And we're here from Fix the World Morocco, and in this video we're going to talk about what you can do to help you sleep better with Orgonite. So let's just talk a little bit though, because we want to go into in this video some more detail about why people might be having trouble sleeping, because a lot of people are experiencing this and suffering from insomnia. It's awful. Isn't it awful when you're trying to go to bed and it's like
it's awful.
You can't stop thinking. You have monkey mind, or
yes.
You have like this irritation, like you feel kind of jumpy and your legs start twitching. They even called it restless leg syndrome at some point in time, but there's a lot of reasons why people are not sleeping really well these days. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, there are some things to consider if you're unable to sleep at night. I know in my case, I started to have this problem about 3 years ago, and if you have a very active lifestyle, you know, you're working late into the evening or sometimes into the early morning, or if you work out a lot, you value your sleep, you value the time you give your body to rest. So if you can't sleep at night, it actually makes things worse, so that you can't perform the next day. You can't work as hard or as productive as the day before.
Oh, you're a mess.
So it can be a real problem.
You can't think, you can't concentrate. It's awful not getting a good night's sleep. So it really like affects your whole life, and you're exhausted all the time.
Yeah, so I mean, I was doing a process of elimination. I was trying to figure out, well, is it something I'm eating?
Right.
So I was taking, I was going through all these dietary changes. You know, I was trying to change my workout regime, and basically, through process of elimination, the only thing I could think of was a sensitivity to Wi-Fi and electropollution.
Right. Now that is fascinating. So think about it, everybody. Is that the problem that you might be having if you can't sleep well? Now, one thing I started doing was I started turning off my Wi-Fi at night. So most people are using Wi-Fi these days. There are some people that are still, you know, on the old-fashioned cable connection, which is better. But when you have Wi-Fi streaming through your house, those beams of information, that Wi-Fi signal goes through your body as well.
Yes.
And so that creates this havoc. It's like electronic pollution or electromagnetic fields, EMF. That is something that's constantly like bombarding you while you're trying to fall asleep. And I started turning my Wi-Fi off at night while I was sleeping, and it's become like a new routine. Every night before I go to bed, I turn off the Wi-Fi. And sometimes during the day when it's like we just want to kind of like detox from the Wi-Fi for the day, like we'll turn the Wi-Fi off all day and we'll just be like unplugged. But that really made a big difference.
Yes.
However, this combination of turning off the Wi-Fi and using Orgonite was the combination I needed. Now for me, I used to take I didn't like taking sleeping pills like any of the over-the-counter stuff. I tried those a couple times and they were just, man, they made me feel awful. I did sort of fall asleep, but then I couldn't wake up. I was so groggy and they were really awful. So then I started taking like some natural sleeping aids like melatonin and Calms Forte. I did stuff like that for a while, and that did help me. But nothing has helped me as much as turning off my Wi-Fi and putting a piece of Orgonite on my chest while I'm trying to fall asleep, and I feel it immediately. I don't need any drugs. I don't need anything like that. I just go into this like ultimate relaxation, and that really good, healthy sleep takes over because it's a natural process. Now, what is it about the Wi-Fi and the electromagnetic pollution that is preventing you from falling asleep?
Well, there's two main factors that are contributing to not being able to sleep at night when it comes to electromagnetic radiation. There's a lot of research coming out online now by universities around the world that are showing that there are unknown, or used to be prior unknown, effects of having microwave radiation going through your home that's coming from places like your cell phone tower, your Wi-Fi router, or even just RF fields coming from your television set. Now what happens is when these fields go through the body, it changes the hormonal levels within your body, so it affects the endocrine system, and it also affects the way that the brain functions over a long period of time.
That's it.
And one of the centers in the brain that's affected by these fields is your ability to go to sleep. In fact, the part of the brain that is responsible for governing the sleeping pattern in your body, basically, if your body feels as though it's daylight outside when these fields are active. So, as a simple solution to do in the immediate term is right before you go to sleep at night, turn off the television set, turn off any lights in your home that you don't need to have on, and turn off your Wi-Fi and internet connection. Don't
look at your computer screen.
Yeah.
Get your phone, turn your phone off, and get it away from your head also, because you have if you have like satellite dishes going into your phone, just don't sleep with your phone on right next to your bed. You might want to put it in airplane mode to stop the signals from flowing in and out of your phone, because that can affect you as well.
We receive a lot of messages from people asking if we have anything to help them sleep better at night.
We have these sleeping pods that we've been using, and not only is it really pretty with this beautiful blue color, but I actually put the sleeping pod right up. This is what I do. I put it right up against my chest like this, so it touches my skin while I'm falling asleep, and I feel this like woof, just like kind of come over me, and I'm out like a light and sleep like a baby in no time. This really is one of the solutions that's worked for me, and it's the only thing. After years, I have slept so good. I've been doing this for a year now, and I've slept so good every single day this year.
The way Orgonite works is it takes the stray fields that are in the environment that would normally cause these kind of disruptions and transforms those fields into life-giving energy. So it does a transformation of these fields. Now the second thing it does is that when you have an Orgonite piece, like our sleeping pod, near or around or on your body, it basically harmonizes the fields that your body emits. We're all energetic beings.
Yeah.
And when you have these stray fields in the environment, it disrupts that energy body. But by having Orgonite around you, it balances it out and it removes those harmful effects.
I gotta tell you, guys, this really works. We've had people writing us the most beautiful letters, and we're gonna share a few of them in another video, but people have been telling us they've been using these sleeping pods and they've had the best sleep that they've had in years. We had a couple of house guests recently, and they stayed with us in our house, and we gave them a sleeping pod to go to sleep with before they went to bed, and the next morning they were like, we didn't even ask them, we weren't even like trying to get them to tell us how it was. They just like volunteered. So my God, I've had the best sleep that I've had in a really long time. I can't believe how fast I went to sleep, how deeply I slept, and they said they had really good dreams. That's the other thing too, because when your hormone levels are not all crazy and out of whack from being constantly bombarded, you have pleasant dreams. So you know, that's if you have like
and more vivid dreams.
And think about things like children as well. These are really good for kids. You know, sometimes kids have things like night terrors.
Yes, that's it.
You know, I wouldn't recommend putting it in a crib with a baby, because kids like to put things in their mouth. So maybe you want to put this underneath the crib.
Yes.
Is one way you can do it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in the bed with you. It could be like on your nightstand or close to your, or under your pillow.
Under the pillow is another good.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead and get your sleeping pods today. We put a link underneath this video. You can order your sleeping pods. We have a very special offer that we're running right now, and we do make them all by hand. Tivon makes them, I package them up, and we ship them from Morocco to everywhere in the world, worldwide. So we hope you can try the sleeping pods and that you like them, and we'll see you next time. Fix the World, Morocco.
Bye, everyone.